Hi there, this is savewith.crypto. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Okay, so just want to make some adjustments to the Phemex trade I've got going. This is a tiny little trade. I mean, it's slightly in profit now, just 1.33%. But the actual position size there is quite tiny. It's just 420 contracts, which is what's that worth? It's worth $28 on 15x leverage. Now, what I think, let's go to Trading View. It looks to me like there's a double bottom forming here. Double bottoms are normally very bullish, and they sort of go like that. So I think what I want to do is I want to increase the position size. So I had this order set here on this pink line here, and that one triggered. Then I've got this kind of emergency one down here, just in case it goes much lower, which obviously hasn't been triggered. And I'm kind of thinking that it won't actually go that low. So what I want to do is maybe cancel that order, because that one's quite big, then put another one in just sort of here at kind of 38,500, and then put that one back in but make it smaller. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to go over to the Phemex platform, and the active orders, that's the lower one, so that's the price 377. Okay, and that one was for 1,000 contracts, so I'm going to make that one smaller. So I can't directly edit it like that. I think you can in ByBit, but not in Phemex, so I'm just going to cancel that one. Okay, right, so there's the order, and let's just check the active orders. Okay, so I did cancel that, so that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to put that one back in, but with a smaller contract size, which was at 377, whatever. So I'm going to make that more like 700, which is about, I think that's about half of the total amount I've got in the account. Okay, so quantity 700. So I put that one in there. Okay, and then what I want to do is set another order slightly below where it is now. Let's say about there, 38. Let me look at this on a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, maybe kind of about here. Say 38,355. 38,335. And then I'm going to use everything that's left. So just put that on 100%, and then click that to set that limit order. Okay. All right. So if the price comes down here, that one will trigger. That will increase the position size, and just in case it wicks down to here, it will pick that one up as well. And yeah, hopefully the double bottom will play out and put me back in profit. If you're interested in trading with Phemex, there's a link in the description, or you can just go to savewith.crypto.org/Phemex. And if you meet the correct deposit requirements, you'll get a $1,100 trading bonus, which is nice. And if you want to trade with a larger amount, I've now got a ByBit affiliate link that gets you up to $4,050. And it's worth using, because I used somebody else's, and I did this a couple of months ago, and I only got a 1,200 bonus here. I got these other little 10 and 5 as well. But yeah, I only got $1,200, but you can get 4,000, well, up to 4,100. It depends on how much you deposit, and it keeps changing all the time. It's probably quite a lot. But even on smaller amounts, you do get stuff. But if you're only going to trade with, say, like $500, just go for the Phemex one, because that will definitely get you $100 bonus anyway, even with just $500 that you can trade with or use for margin, or if you make a loss, that will come out of the bonus as well. So that's cool. If you do want to use the ByBit one, you can go to it by going to either the link in the description, or just go to savewithcrypto.org/ByBit. Anyway, that's enough shilling of my affiliate links. Let's get on to the Maiar Dex. Okay, so I ended up with a little bit of Ethereum from what I got from swapping the other day, and that unlocks May the 1st, so I can't do anything with that till tomorrow. So all I've really got to play with is the new farm that I created down here. which was the ITHEUM-EGLD one. Now, the thing is with that, that was worth like $2,000, and lo and behold, it's worth $1,728 now. Now, that's obviously because the whole market is down now. I mean, Bitcoin's at, less than 39K. It's unreal, isn't it? I think that's at the level it was at in the autumn of 2021. Oh, actually, in fact, it was the first time it crossed over into this kind of area would have been January 21. So yeah, over a year ago, it was at the level we're at now. So consequently, everything else is kind of following what Bitcoin does. And, sure enough, looking at the price of eGold today, which is an astonishing 135, and the first time it got there was, lo and behold, February 21. We need Bitcoin to go back up, and if that double bottom I mentioned plays out, then I think eGold will go up as well, and so will all its associated currencies. So I think that will include Ethereum as well. So what can we do? Well, it has earned $57 worth of LKMX, so we can harvest that, which is cool. I was expecting that to happen yesterday morning, but in fact it's a day late, and I think that is just because the price of the assets has gone down massively. So I'll just show you what I'm going to do with that. So this is LKMX I'm harvesting here. So I'm just going to say OK, and that's processing the transaction. So what I'm going to do with the LKMX that I've harvested there is I'm going to put it into the staking farm for MEX, which produces LKMX. That said, I've got these farms to harvest as well, and probably also my ride one. Let's just check out my ride meta staking. Yeah, this is probably worth harvesting this one here because I will get the locked MEX from there. So I'll harvest that, get a bit of extra holoride, and then I will reinvest the holoride as well. So I'm just going to cut all the boring steps out of this for the video, otherwise it's just going to be a bit boring, and you've seen me do it a million times before. ZoidPay I can't do anything with yet until it reaches $10. So wish I had more of that, So yeah, I'm just going to harvest this one here and also do a reinvest on this one here. Okay, so now I've got a nice chunk of LKMX to reinvest. Unfortunately, it's on 4 different unlocking schedules, so I've got to do it in 4 separate goes. Okay, so I need some eGLD. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my Maiar app and see if I've got any earnings there. Quickly log out of this and tell you what I have. Okay, I've got 0.117 eGold that I can claim from the Maiar app, so I'll do that now. So I've got some eGold for the fees. Now this is one of the reasons that I keep nearly 300 eGold on the Maiar app. I know people say, why don't you put it in the farm and get 129%? Why you just got it there and you're only getting 13%? The reason being is that, I don't want all my eggs in one basket for a start. And also, if I had it here, it's producing locked MEX that I can't do much with until the end of this year, next year. And with the eGold in the Maiar app, it's producing eGold that I can use right away. In fact, that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to do that on my phone. I'll come back to the video and finish off what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see that I've now got $16 worth of eGold there, which I can use. So let's do what I was doing. So I was here and I was staking LKMX, wasn't I? So LKMX. So first lot and second lot and the third lot and the final amount there. Okay, so that's that done. Let me just check how much eGold I've got. Okay, so I've still got $15 worth. I'll tell you what I can do. I could use that Ethereum there. Even though it's locked, I can use that to create liquidity and then put it into the farm as well. I was just going to show you the farm because there is something weird about it. And the fact that I made a small addition to it the other day and it created 2 farms. Now I think this is because this one here unlocks on May the 1st. This one here unlockable today at 5:04 p.m. Okay, now I'm assuming that what will happen is these 2 will probably like merge together once they're both unlocked, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what will happen. But anyway, just for the sake of it, let's just make a bit of liquidity. So I'm going to go to active pools and go to ITHEUM-EGLD, and I'm going to use all my locked Ethereum, this one here. Okay, so it's only $4.61 worth. So I'm going to use all of that. Then it'll use $4.60 worth of eGold as well. Slippage on 0.1 as I like it. Add liquidity. Oh, I actually can't do that, okay, because minimum amount 0.05. Okay, so that'll have to wait. Okay, no big deal. But what I can do though is I can stake that ride that I just harvested. So I can just go stake, ride, yeah, that one there, maximum, stake that. Okay, so that's all good. Okay, so what's happening with Maiar? Okay, so over on Twitter, on the Maiar Dex, they all seem quite pleased about the way the price discovery mechanism worked for Ethereum. So I think that, yeah, it was a success. I think it was great. Also, we're going to be able to do meta staking of Ethereum. So I assume that means as well we should be able to stake the LP tokens like what we do with Ride. So that's cool. Of course, the other reason the price of Ethereum might have dumped slightly is because a lot of the Ethereum that people got that was locked is now unlocked. And for the people who got the Ethereum from the lottery, you know, they were looking at like a massive X in what they got. So, you know, lucky them. But yeah, I think it's probably worth keeping an eye out for those lottery things in the future, because that one was certainly really good. Now, I did like a part of this tweet from Benjamin Minku yesterday, who said new MEX economics draft in review. That should be interesting. I think it's probably at the stage where it needs to get to its next stage of evolution. And, you know, the idea of MEX was it was to start off inflationary and then become deflationary over time. And it was all to do with the way they were using it to bootstrap the DEX. If you read that article about MEX tokenomics, you'll kind of get an idea of what it's all about. I do find it a little bit complicated, but I think overall the plan is very good. And I've also seen talking about how Elrond could be used to decentralize Twitter. And, you know, I don't think it'll ever happen, but imagine if it did. How good would that be? Anyway, this video's been dragging on a bit too long now, so let's call it a day here, shall we? Okay, so keep your eyes on this Bitcoin double bottom. And if this plays out, then I think everything else should go nice and green. Actually, things are starting to turn green already, aren't they? So maybe it's going to be a good day today. So if you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, click dislike twice. Make sure you subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications set on all. Leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.